What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Love Shop content, and we are here to discuss Power Book to Go Season 4, Episode 3. Okay, please make sure you're liking this video, subscribe, share. If you can do, anything to support your girl, I would appreciate it. Okay, I see y'all have been in the building. Okay, we have Anthony Rogers. How are you? Good morning. Monica M, so iconic, HEA. Good morning, y'all. Derry, DeMarcus, how y'all doing this morning? I hope you guys are doing lovely. Okay, but let's get into it. Okay, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm really enjoying this season, and it's so baffling to me that they're ending this show. And, I know, people are saying, there's speculation that, we'll still probably see Tariq in some other form. I'm not sure, but I am definitely really thoroughly enjoying the season thus far. So good job. I hate to compare shows, but the show we just, that I just stopped reviewing, it's just a vast improvement, just from the production, the cinematography, the wardrobe, the directing, everything is just top tier when it comes to book 2. So kudos to you guys. Okay, what's up, Deborah? What's up, DW. Lord, please forgive me. DJW Enterprises. How are you? Good morning. My apologies, you guys. I haven't been sleeping a lot lately. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. So my apologies. Okay, your girl need to get some rest. I really need to get some rest. So I apologize for any, mishaps or blunders. If I have any more during this review, just bear with me, because the grief is grieving. Okay, so y'all. I don't know how many times I offered Tariq St. Patrick advice, but he never takes heed to my advice. So it's so just heartwarming to see that he took some of my advice, because I told Tariq, if you short him them funds, sir, you need to go ahead and get that vehicle, all right, and sell it, all right? And then what you need to go do is look in that closet, sir, because I'm sure it's at least $100K worth of clothing there. Like, girl, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay, he hasn't gone as far as, selling the attire, but he is selling the vehicle and all 4 of those sires, y'all. I am so excited. Him and Braden, they was like, you know what? We need some investment funds, okay? So we want to go ahead and turn in those vehicles. I was like, yes. Go get y'all some Metro cards and load up those Uber apps. Well, maybe not Uber, because y'all don't want nobody tracking what y'all doing. So that ain't a good idea. Don't take heed to that, Tariq and Braden. No Ubering around, because we don't need no proof of our comings and goings, okay? But the fact that they was able to sell their vehicle, I love it, okay? The vehicles. But it seems though, okay, so throughout the episode, we find out that they are needing $300K to secure the product for this new Connect, right? So they are $50K short. So I'm doing the math. I don't think they necessarily got $250K, because I know Tariq had to give Pinky a little cut. And he also explained he's going to give her more, or they more. I think that person, I don't know what Pinky identifies as, but I must say, I don't know. Were they shorted? I mean, granted, they didn't really go to probably the proper channels to sell the vehicle. So I guess they had to take what they can take. We still don't know what was in that book bag that he went to campus for. But I'm going to just say it was wig and hair dye money for Tasha, because that's still baffling me. Like, why are y'all not disclosing what was in that book bag? Because we damn near risked our lives to get that book bag off campus. Like, what we doing here? Oh, gosh. Jesus Christ. What's up, Denise? What's up, Brillo? What's up, Mr. Jones? Thank you so much for the super chat, Brillo. I appreciate it. You said, PG, what up, though? You go to. Thank you so much. Miss my bro. I have been been able to do as much as I wanted to. But thank you so much for supporting. Okay. So y'all, Braden is cool, low key, but what they doing, even though he's gonna miss his little core, okay. But he told Tariq, like, you know what, going forward, this has to be a true partnership. Like, you need to disclose everything to me. I can't be left in the dark. So we need to be clear, okay? Tariq, do you agree and accept the terms and conditions that I am laying down? And Tariq is like, yeah, whatever. We already know the apple does not fall far from the tree, okay? We have seen numerous times when his daddy had plans and chose specifically to disclose what he only wanted Tasha and Tommy to know. And I'm just saying specifically Tasha and Tommy because those are typically the two people that are pivotal to the plans that Ghost had. And that typically on some level backfired on Ghost because we know he definitely has narcissistic traits, and he was very much controlling and overly confident. So he felt he only needed to disclose certain details to Tommy and Tasha because in his head he thought that was best for everyone, And when it comes to Tariq, I think I'm going to be with him okay. I'm going to be okay with him not telling Braden everything because the things that transpired in this episode with Braden, yeah, Tariq, you don't need to be sharing no details unnecessarily to no crackhead, okay? And yes, I'm just calling Braden a crackhead off rip. Yes, I am. He is definitely leaning into his full Tommy, but we're going to get there a little later, okay? So and let me just say this, right? Because we also get a scene where he is not necessarily compared to Tommy, but he is questioned about being Tommy-like, right? And let's just be very clear. Tommy was never, ever hesitant, okay? Tommy was always trained to go, okay? He never shied away from that action, okay? Tommy was Glock already in hand, okay? What we need to do, Ghost. So that's a vast difference between Braden and Tommy. But I must say, I'm sure that Tommy had to lean possibly into that, right? Because the OG power that shows Tommy and goes at 35. I'm gonna cut Braden slack because he's about 20, right? So he's going to need time to lean into that train to go action. But I feel like, getting that white girl from that black girl is definitely going to up the ante into Braden's recklessness. Okay, let me just say that. Okay. Because I was nervous, y'all. I is nervous. Oh gosh. HEA said, did he use it for tuition? See, from my understanding, it seems as though, and this is the piece we really have to figure out on our own, because Tariq has financial aid, right? And he has to work 3 jobs in addition to. So who's to say he could have used a portion for some, tuition, room and board? He kept a couple because he got to stay, constantly dripped out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, HEA, and I need to know the answers. Like, what was in that book? Because when Tariq told Davis, right, that he had, some funds on campus, and Davis instructed Tariq to get said bag and to leave town, that leads me to believe that was at least enough to, survive off of for a little bit. Because how, my sir, you literally just bought a whole new vehicle that's worth, I would say, I'm not a car girly like that. So let's say that vehicle was worth 150, right? 150K. You really just purchased that vehicle and not have no rainy day fun? Like, you thought every day was gonna be sunny? But what he was listening to Ja Rule and Mary J. Blige clearly because it's just those rainy days. Because what? Talk about priorities, but hey, he over here dripped in a Mary Louis Vuitton and whatever the F, and he over there ain't never eaten, and still he's back on foot. So let me just get off Tariq neck a little bit. Because we already know this boy's head ain't completely wrapped too tight sometimes. All right. What's up, KIMJ? Stephen Harris, how are y'all doing? So y'all, let's go on over there to Tejada land, okay? I'm gonna just say Tejada Island because geez, don't nobody need to be connected to these people because they are an interesting bunch, okay? So Tariq leaves, Braden to meet with Monet and Pinky, right? Because Monet wants intel on who the F Kate Egan is, right? And why she trying to set up Monet. Because Monet's still worried that the person who shot her is still out there. And Tariq, the whole time in the scene, was cracking me up. Because the way his side eye was going, he was like, God damn it, it's my MF and mama. Now, what you going to do about it, Monet? That's what I really want him to say. And just to pop her afterwards, okay? Just pop Monet after you tell her the truth. Because I'm tired, okay? We're going to be on this wild goose chase for how many episodes now? Like, we pretty much went through that half of last season with Poppy trying to find out, air quotes, who shot Zeke, okay? But this is interesting, right? Because Tariq is playing it so close to the vest and to the chest. So I'm just interested in how everything is going to unfold in terms of the big reveal that it was Tasha. Because honestly, truly nobody but Tariq really holds that card. Like, I don't know if Diana and or Drew would figure out it was Tasha. I mean, they could, but them Tejadas, they lack common sense sometimes. And Tasha being a shooter is kind of out of left field. Like, it wasn't random, but I don't think anybody would be able to put that together. Because even Tariq at that scene, he was like, who the hell is this? And then he peeped that it was his mom. Now, unless Monet and them had the ring cards, and that's the thing, right? Because we discussed the ring camera, right? But we'll get to that later. But Monet has hella surveillance, right? Because even season 3, when we was dealing with Detective Whitman, we illustrated, and they illustrated how many cameras Monet has around that house, and we see it in the last scene in the background that she has multiple cameras around her house. So, and granted, it looks like the vehicle Tasha was in was tinted, like the windows. But do we not have the ability to get the license plate? Now, granted, that's the street. That's the stretch, right? Trying to figure out, because it could have been a rented car. It could be a lot of ways, but it don't seem like she's doing research on that, right? So that's my thing. I don't know. I'm just speculating, guys. Maybe I'm thinking too far, but it seems like Monet, with all that footage you got going on in your house, I don't see you looking at that footage, ma'am. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's up, Levi? How are you doing this morning? Thank you for coming through. What's up, Maurice? How are you? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Blaze, thank you for coming through. What's up, Torian? Thank you for coming through. DeMarcus, you said Mary J. Blige is a producer of Power Book Goes to now. Yeah, I know. She getting an extra check. Don't remind me, please, sir. So speaking of Tejadas, Kane is still over there effing Effie. And they look like they're having a good old time, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I told y'all last season, I'm here for it. And mainly, due to my bird-like tendencies. That's really why. It's for the aesthetics, right? And I think I would like this relationship more if Effie was leaning more towards being on some Bonnie and Clyde-ish, right? Because Kane needs guidance, clearly. All right. If it's not going to be Monet, it's going to be Noma. He needs an alpha woman to lead him, per se. mainly when it comes to the intelligence piece. Not saying Kane is completely dumb, but he needs a woman that can see 10 steps ahead. Let's just say that, right? But Effie is not really on that. She's only using this underworld life as a means to fund her legal life, right? So long term, this relationship, it will not work. But it's cute for the meantime or whatever, all right? Even though Effie, I still know her Hort, she still love her some Tariq, right? But at this time, Kane and Effie, they real chummy. She's over there prepping for her little application and everything. But that was interesting to me. I don't know how that works in terms of not showing up for your interview, because she made it seem like even though she didn't show up for the interview, that she's still able to apply another way via an application or essay, which is weird to me, right? Because if this is some select prestigious option, and program, if you do not, if you no call, no show on an interview, I'm not giving you no second chance, man. I'm like, you don't effed up. You didn't give me no common courtesy of giving me, any time to reschedule. Like, I don't know. It just felt weird that she still has this option. I'm not mad at it because everybody deserves a second chance. And maybe she fought her way through another chance. But it was kind of odd that she still has this option, even though she flaked out. Like, I don't know. But I'm not going to look too deep into that because y'all know how I can go, right? So what's up, booby? How are you doing today? Lord, these two, Twiddledee and Twiddledum, Drew and Diana is over there at the penthouse. And Drew is telling Monet, sorry, I should say baby Monet, about Monet's reflection on how she is raised, how she has raised them, right? And Drew decides to let Diana and all of us know that he wants to be Noma's number 2. Drew, what? Like, y'all, I literally had to go upstairs, okay, to my bedroom and go in my bathroom and get a Q-tip because I clearly did not understand the words that was coming out of Drew's mouth. Drew, now what now? You want to be a number 2 to what? To what, sir? No, we not doing that. You go ahead and get you a number 2 pencil and get some paper and get the drawing, because what we don't need you to do is be nobody's number 2. No, Drew, you are too emotional. We don't need you hooking up with, random, connects and random, distros. And no, you too messy. Like, this is not as the booty turns. So we don't need no soap opera drama here, no telenovela. Like, Drew, no. And he over there acting like he ain't got no options, but you got options, sir. Like, oh my God, Drew, you gotta go. And I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but he's giving pointless at this time. Like, he's not really adding too much to the plot. Now, I feel like that's really gonna change, honestly, based on what happened at the end of the episode. But Drew being somebody's number 2, no, and then let's go back, right? Because Poppy wanted Drew to be the leader, right? And we're going to get into the little Poppy a little later, right? But I can't. Like, Drew has a savagery about him because we already see he's standing on business when it comes about murking his own mama. So I'm not tripping off that. But the mere fact that Drew, I can't see it, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't. They try to make us see it, but the fact that he always over there crying about some love, I can't. Like, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but name me a kingpin or a queenpin that was able to successfully run a drug empire and keep their emotions okay, let's say Ghost. Ghost was probably one of the ones that he was able to run his empire, even though he was trying to get out the game. He was fumbling a bit with this whole Angela situation. You know what I'm saying? So since Ghost is trying to get out the game, I'm not going to include him. But most drug lords or drug lords in training, they know how to keep their composure and keep their emotions in check. Drew, I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir. I just need you to go on Indeed.com and find you another type of career, because this ain't it. This ain't it. What's up, Support Gamer? What's up, G? He said he's gonna try and bang the connect. No Diddy. We gotta go. Yeah, please clarify. No Diddy up in here, okay? What's up, Blaze? You said Drew a savage. Yeah, Drew can be now wanting to murk your own mama. If that ain't savagery, I don't know what that is, Blaze. I don't know, Blaze. If you wake up every day and knowing people that want to murk their mama, I don't know. I don't know, sir. That's not normal. That is not normal. Steven, you said Monet is more intimidating than Noma. Let that sink in. As soon as Kane was able to seduce her, I stopped taking her character seriously. Noma is just, she's always been weak to me. Now, if y'all go back, and I remember it was me, Moochie, and Brillo, and it was crazy because I was quarantined with COVID, and I remember sitting on my bed on my laptop and us discussing, I believe it had to been season 3, episode 1. I clearly said, Noma ain't it. She's not that girl. They put in 20 on 10 when it comes to Noma. She does nothing for me. And she's clearly proving that now. I don't know. It took some of y'all a whole season, a whole year to figure that out. But she has never been that girl for me. I mean, she got a cute accent and some cute, clothing. But that's as far as it goes for me, okay? So Diana, she went out the game because we already know baby is on board. So she is not on board trying to be in this drug life, okay? Let's just, Lord Jesus Christ. Even if Diana wasn't a part of this family, she has too many immature traits to be somebody's mama. Like, I cannot. She cries a little too much for me. Sorry. So y'all, Monet calls a family meeting, right? So she is mad that Noma made her take short-term disability, okay? She is mad that she received notification via text that she is not needed at work because Noma clearly said, no, ma'am, we are fully staffed. We do not need you in the office, okay? Stay your behind home, all right? And Monet just, Lord, Monet, just sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere, Monet, because clearly you are not in a space where you need to be doing, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, ma'am. And she's upset that her kids agree with Noma. Sit your behind down, get healthy, and then trying to take over the game. Like, and you've been doing this for 20 years, Monet, and it seems like you have not really. Now we see a flashback and we'll get to that. But to say you've been doing this for 20 plus years, I need you to reevaluate what you got going on, Monet, and clearly and politely bow out. Because what you're doing right now clearly does not show that this family has been in business for 20 years. But I'm just going to leave that on that, okay? Keep it that on that. I'm done. DJW said, sleeping with Noma can't get you unalive. That is facts. Booby, you said Noma is definitely some tins. She keep them clean though. Oh, Jesus Christ. So Drew and Kane, they received texts from Noma regarding Obi. Now they get different texts, right? But at the end of the day, she explains, Obi's missing. I need y'all to find him and fill in because he clearly took some, unpaid time off because we can't find him, right? So we see Obi, he's getting questioned by Detective Light Eyes, right? Detective Carter. And of course, Carter, he put all the pieces together, right? He was like, you know what? I know about this green card situation. I know Tate has something to do with it. And I know Tariq St. Patrick helped, okay? So therefore, I know you over there doing some shady mess, right? And so he had a whole folder that was closed and claimed that folder held some photos that include him and Tariq St. Patrick. And Obi did the rookie move and asked for a phone call, clearly looking shooketh, right? But I'm like, no, this is not what we do, Obi. Obi, how long you been doing this, sir? Because you giving me a good 34 to 39, maybe even a 42. Like, no, open that folder and see them photos. Because even if there were truly photos in there, I need you to be like, okay, they was doing surveillance. Okay, oh, that's me and Tariq over there at the warehouse. Okay, so they know about the warehouse. Cool. He got a picture of me and Tariq over there at the cheese, at what's the shit called? Junior Cheesecake. Okay, yeah, he know about that meeting over there. Oh, he saw us over there at White Castle. Okay, he was following us that day, so he may know. See, this is the thing, and this is the purpose of Obi. What I thought the purpose of Obi even going into this situation with Detective Light Eyes, because this is the smart thing to do. If you don't have any charges, if you're going to go in without being arrested, your objective is to find out everything the police know to use it against them. But he's not doing that. And maybe the cops over there overseas across the pond work a little differently. But Obi, this is elementary work, sir. I'm gonna need you. Well, it's too late for this advice now. But he played that card very wrong. Like it was very disappointing. Okay. So Obi, he calls his brother, and his brother, it seems like he told his brother that he is in corporate America. Because he's over there talking about, your coworker is here. Your coworker is here. And Obi tells Drew where he is and to pick him up. Now, I am confusion, you guys, and PG is no expert on legalities at all, okay? But I'm trying to make sense of this, because truly, if Obi had the ability to leave the precinct on his own, why was Drew having issues picking up Obi? Like, I don't know if it's a situation where Carter was making things difficult, but when Drew called Davis and told Davis that, hey, they would not release Obi to me, I was literally scratching my meal braids underneath my sewing, because I'm like, how, Sway? Like, this doesn't make sense. This dude has no charges. So it seemed clear when he was being interrogated that he was able to kind of leave at his own will, per se. So why, when his homie come to pick him up, it ain't just, all right, let's go. You need authority, you need approval to be released into the wild? Like, this doesn't make sense to me. But hey, I am no expert. In the fact that Davis didn't fight it too much, even though Davis probably didn't know the ins and outs of what was going on, I feel like this is probably and possibly a normal thing. But y'all let me know. If y'all know more about this, let me know, because that was confusing to me. But yeah, Obi, you didn't tell your brother. See, this is the thing, because Obi clearly left important details out when it came to his family. And this is when you put your family in danger by having them live in pure ignorance of what's really going on. Because the fact that Obi's brother did not think or did not know that he was out here with some dangerous people, and I don't know what's going to happen to his brother, or if we even going to see his brother again. But you cannot be out here being the number 2 of an international drugs and arms dealer and bring your brother to this same country and not have him knowing and clearly understand what he's getting himself into, because that makes him a liability. You can't be walking around the streets of Manhattan, la 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 la, like Ezell, la 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 la, like Mary Tyler Moore. Like, you can't do that. You got to keep your head in the swivel. Let's Exhibit A, Tariq St. Patrick. Tariq St. Patrick was over here not knowing what his daddy and his mama and his uncle was into. And look what happened. Yes, it became a point where he asked his dad to teach him the game. It got to a point where he was so frustrated with his family and he was begging for the truth and they still was lying to him. But that's what I'm talking about. If y'all over here selling that work, especially on a high level, y'all need to tell everybody that's around you that's possibly in danger what's going on. I'm sorry. If not, keep your family away. So, Miss Tanaka picks up Obi and releases, or who is met by Drew, right? So Obi wants to keep everything on the down low about what he just been into. But we already know one thing we know about Drew, he ain't trying to be on a down low about nothing, about his professional life or his personal life. Okay. He's like, hell no, I'm telling Noma. Okay. Noma about to know everything that went on up in here. But the way Obi spent it, he made it seem like it would be to Noma's benefit and to Drew's benefit that we keep this on the down low, down low. So Drew was like, all right, I'm gonna agree to do this, but bruh, I want a promotion. So help me level the F up, okay? And so, we see, and apparently it looks like Drew agreed with the terms and conditions that Obi let out, right? But as soon as they go back to Noma's, she questioned Obi about his whereabouts, and he lies and says he was over there with, Lord, I want to say ICE, but it ain't ICE. Immigration, he stated, right? And so Drew, he brings up the green cards, and Obi was like, and I was like, are we really over here talking about the green cards, Drew? Like, this was hilarious to me, right? So Kane and Drew, they pretty much tag team Obi's demise, because they put the pieces together in front of Nova and, was like, Tariq St. Patrick, he got ties to Tate, and Tate helped with the green cards. But Nomi, I said Nomi. That would have been a cute couple name. Nomi. That would have been cute. Noma and Obi. Anywho, Obi tries to sell, and he don't need to do this, but he tries to, make Noma understand, like, Tariq, he's very much influential. Like, he could help us. Like, the kid has something, right? So she's still mad because he low-key helped Reek escape his execution, okay? So too bad Obi was not able to escape his execution because he went bye, okay? It's given very much, was that Instinct Backstreet Boys? Yeah, it was given bye. And yeah, sorry. I didn't think it was going to let Obi go this soon in the season, but it's been nicer. I feel like they could have did a little more with his character, but hey, I am no writer. All right. I am no writer. JD, you said he did say ICE. Okay. I feel like I was making it up in my head, but thank you guys for confirming. Okay. And it's 57 of y'all up in here. Can y'all do your girl a favor and please like this video? Can you please verify that you are subscribed to my channel? If you have a little extra time, can y'all please go ahead and share this video, share my channel, because, your girl will be over here working hard in these streets, okay? Please and thank you. So let's get on Davis a little bit, because my man is struggling to keep his clients, okay? He is stressed the F out. To further stress him out, Tariq comes and visits him, and he requests a recommendation for a connect. And of course, we know Davis got hella connections, but he said, you know what, Tariq, I've been over here peeping you, keeping you abreast of what's going on, peeping you on game. Like, those things were free. But I'm no longer working for free, sir. So everything at this point going forward is going to cost you, okay? So Davis pretty much added a 20% fee on this little situation with the connect, okay? Because he said, what I'm not going to do is be over here broke as a joke, okay? And I was like, all right, Davis, I get it, sir. I get it. We got to make some bread some type of way, right? So, Jesus Christ. JD, you said, I just did your girl 3 favorites. Oh, thank you. So Davis takes Tariq and Brayden on a field trip. Okay, we go to this little fight club situation that's organized by the potential connect. His name is Zion, right? And Tariq hands Zion the bag of money, and Zion was like, "Sir, we have a 15 brick minimum, and that's only enough for 12 bricks. So, sorry, you're a little short. You're a little short, okay? And I don't even have no openings in my organization anyway, sir." And Davis was like, "Well, Tariq, let me keep it real with you. You only got this meeting because on the strength of your daddy, okay? And I'm gonna need you to not play with this man and play with this opportunity because we got money to make, okay?" And it was kind of funny how, it seems Zion was very familiar with Tommy and Ghost on some level. And it was crazy because he went to Brayden. He was like, "Are you as crazy as Tommy was?" And as soon as he asked Brayden that in his face, I was like, yeah, writers. About time. About time. Because a lot of people was playing in our faces and denying the fact that this is Tommy and Ghost Jr. the whole time. Granted, there are a lot of differences between both of them, right? Especially Brayden and Tommy in terms of how they grew up or what have you. But I feel like the same result is going to happen, the inevitable. But now we can fully lead into this is what the writer's purpose is. I already knew this what we was looking at, but a lot of people was under the impression like, no, this is not the new Tommy and Ghost. Like, no, they're a little different. No, this is what they've been doing. So I guess they was like, you know what, this is our last season. We just gonna put our kahunas on the table and let y'all know and be very much clear what we are setting up here in front of y'all faces. So now that we have that out the way, we can go ahead and know that Brayden is going to lean more and more into his Tommy as Tariq has been leaning in his Ghost. But I feel like he's going to be more of a Ghost 2.0. Oh, Jesus Christ. I already knew we was about to be with the BS when he brought up Tommy's name. I was like, see, Brayden, we going to get into you a little later. So Davis, he pretty much tells Tariq, like, do whatever it takes to convince Zion to get you that product, okay? Davis is not playing. He's like, I got bills to pay, and Tariq, I'm not playing with you. Like, he's starting to give me a little bit of Tate. You know how Tate acts with Tariq, but he's not fully there yet. But yeah, he's definitely giving me a little Tate, right? But Tariq, takes the samples that Zion offers him. And I already knew, he got a plan already. Okay? JD, you said Tariq is Ghost, but Brayden is not Tommy at all. I agree on some level. Him and Tommy have similarities, but the reason we're able to clearly draw a straight line from Tariq and Ghost is because that's his father, and we've been dealing with Tariq for 10 plus years now. So we were able, if you are an OG Power fan, you're able already to correlate the stark differences and similarities between them because of DNA and plus, their actions, okay, that shows us and illustrate a lot. Now, Brayden and the Tommy thing, there's similarities, but there are stark differences, as I stated. Brayden, his middle name is Hesitant, okay? His hesitation is his game for the most part. I mean, yes, he comes through in clutch sometimes, but when it comes to trusting Tariq and Tariq leaning full into this drug dealer world, Brayden be scared sometimes, okay? And I would never put Tommy and the word scared in the same sentence. Like I said, Tommy is always trained to go. He was always about that action. He was always going to stand on business. But Tommy had his faults too. And I think that's where him and Brayden will align more. I'm going to just leave that alone. Let's go back, and let's talk about these Tejadas, right? So we at the Tejada house. And Diana, she's over there tending to Monet. And Monet, she asked Diana if Tariq told her No, sorry. She asked Diana if she told Tariq if Monet gave Kate Egan Tasha's address, right? So Diana said no. Reek only said that Tommy got the address from you. There was no mention of Kate Egan. But Monet, she clearly realizes that Diana is lying, which prompts the most disturbing flashback in television history. Okay. Let me get my Sophia Petrilla on if y'all watch Golden Girls. Okay. Picture it. Queens, New York. Approximately, see, this is the thing with the timeline, right? Because they was playing Cassidy, I'm a Hustler, okay? Because I was jamming, all right? That came out in 2005, but this had to have been approximately around 2010 based on the kids' ages, right? Because if this was 2005 and Diana is 1920, this would mean Diana is like a baby or a toddler at best. You know what I'm saying? So this had to been like 2010 because Diana is giving a good like first grade at this point. Drew at this point, he's giving probably, second or third grade. So this had to have been 2010s, right? So 20-something-year-old Monet, she over there struggling, all right? Keeping up with the demands of the street pharmaceutical career path that she has brought upon herself. So young Monet, over there in that dining room table, getting that work together, decides my kids are over there living a peaceful life on the couch, watching the best cartoons they can watch, right? No, I lied. She don't think that. She just saw free labor. She decided to hire her kids and enlist them to help her package the product. Terrible. I want to say trash, but this is worse than trash. Like, it's giving sewage. Like, Monet, you are straight sewage at this point. Because, girl, what are you doing? These kids are over there freely measuring and bagging up the work. I don't see no mask. I don't see no gloves. I don't see nothing. And you if y'all know kids be into everything. Who's to say they was like, is this sugar or flour? Let's taste. Let's take the now. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if there's any really long-term effects or short-term effects of tasting Coke. I know people do that to test the purity. Adults do that, but I don't know. But let's say, I see some people on TV putting it on their nose. Let's sniff a little. These kids could have been 5-year-old Coke heads, and Monet would be completely to blame. Now, Kane, on the other hand, he looked like he was a professional over there, doing what he was doing because he probably been doing it for a little minute. He probably was given a good 7 or 8 at that point. And the way Kane is now, I wouldn't be surprised he over there took him a little bump or two on a little 15-minute break. And then Monet decides, it's not funny, but I have to laugh. So she also decides to train her kids on how to lie to ensure they didn't disclose the illegalities that's occurring in their household. And it looks like they're clearly about to go to school. So you mean to tell me you got them packaging the booger sugar and not putting cereal in their sugar, eating breakfast like they should be doing, Monet Tejada? Is that what you're telling me? Like, I don't know if I can really effectively watch this woman the next 7 episodes because I am clearly and very disgusted. Like, you cannot be any more reckless, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, she took the cake. Y'all could talk about Tasha. Y'all could talk about Effie. Y'all could talk about any other woman in the Power universe, mother or not. I'm sorry. Monet Tejada takes the cake for me. And this is what also I thought about during this scene, right? And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but did Poppy do 20 years? I felt like Poppy did 20 years locked up. I really wanted to say 10, but did he do 10 or 20? Because that makes a difference, because this scene tells me that Poppy is nowhere around. Okay, the Marcus, you said 10 years. So it seems as though possibly. See, no, because the math don't math. I mean, granted, I'm just speculating because we didn't see him in there. I just have to draw my own conclusions of what's going on in this scene. Because if Poppy did 10 years, that would mean he went in when Diana was about 10 or so, right? Because right now she's about 19-ish. So that would mean he's still free. Unless, he did little stints here and there before he did the Big 10. I don't know. But and I'm really not an advocate for calling DSS on people or child protective services or whatever y'all got in y'all state respectively. Well, this is New York, but somebody need to call the authorities. I'm sorry. this is crazy. Crazy. What are we doing? Support game. You said Lorenzo was locked up for 20 but got out in 10. So he was sentenced to 20, you're saying. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, King of NJB2B TV, Mr. Eastwick. What's up? How are you doing? Oh, God. Y'all, on a scale of 1 to 10, how trash did you think Monet was when y'all saw this scene? And 10 means the trashiest of the trash. Because I've never seen, I literally, my mouth was wide open. Thank God I don't, have no flies and the mosquitoes or nothing up in my house, because they would have all been able to get in through and go to my esophagus. Because what, Monet? This is what you was doing, and you over here surprised when these kids don't act according to what you want them to do. Like, you F these kids up. DeMarcus, you said Joyce Thomas is worse than Monet. I'm sorry, bro. Don't get me wrong. Joyce is clearly trash, especially by that burnt ass toast she was over there trying to serve Lulu. But that has nothing on having your kids at the same table. They're supposed to be eating Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes and Fruity Pebbles. There's no way that at that very table that they're supposed to be enjoying their youth, eating cereal, that they over here being worker bees in a low budget drug organization. No way. No way. I'm sorry. What's up, G? You said 11 out of 10. She making Rock look better in comparison. That's not easy to do. Exactly. At least Rock was over there selling that work and making, with her boyfriend. And Kane was, I said Kane, Lord. And Kanan was upstairs minding his business. Okay. It was in the same house, but she wasn't having him package the work. I could at least say that. That is facts, King. But let me move on, because Jesus Christ. Child, we get a raise in Monet, child. I don't know what I would be in for, okay? So she goes through this flashback of her memory, right? Because we learn that Diana fidgets her fingers when she lies, or at least she did that when she was an adult, a kid. But it looks like she never changed that little habit. She never grew out of it, which gave Monet the insight during this present day conversation, right? So Diana, she was like, Ma, who's Kate Egan? I sucked my teeth so loud, right? Monet was like, nobody. And of course, we know she's very suspicious. And Diana know, yeah, girl, you best to be careful, right? So back at Stansfield, Tariq is over there using all those brain cells to come up with a plan to get in with Zion, who mentioned he is fully staffed, right? So that gave Tariq the insight to try to, dismantle the employment of Zion's current staff, right? So, like I said, Braden, he has been very hesitant. He is hella hesitant on this whole situation. Tariq, are you sure? Are you sure? You just hella like we had this conversation in the diner last week, Braden. Like you act like you was all in, 10 toes down, bro. Like what happened? What happened? You over there playing around in real estate, but you need to keep it real and state if you are down or not. So you going to be over there playing in real estate, or you going to be real and state what we doing over here? Are we partners or not? Because you already had Tariq accept the terms and conditions earlier when we sold our vehicles. So we selling our vehicles to get money for the work. And we trying to get the connect to get the work. What was the purpose of all that? You could have been driving around in your BMW if you over here going to punk out. Jesus Christ. We are selling this work, Braden, with or without you, okay? I don't know why the spirit of Ronnie just came through me right now. R.I.P. Ronnie. But we about this work. We about this work, Braden, okay? So you need to figure it out. So even Tariq, he got tired of Braden, right? Because he even gave the floor for Braden even come up with his own plan. He was like, all right, bro, you come up with a plan then. Don't worry, I'll wait. And of course, we hear nothing, okay? We heard silence, okay? Because we already know coming up with plans is not Braden's strength at all, okay? But Braden, he get a text from Becca, who's high as a giraffe's punani, okay? She is over there in that room tearing it up, okay? Because she has to move out. The family clout has expired, okay? So next week, we probably going to see Becca over there in Marcy's projects trying to make life happen, okay? I don't know. And I meant to make a video about this last year because this was a prediction I had last year. And I did include it in a bigger video, but I wanted to make a standalone video about Becca having an overdose. Like I already saw that because they mentioned it several times about her history with drugs. The first time I believe they mentioned it was at Choke with Tariq and Braden in the dorm room when Tariq was selling pills with Kanan. Braden mentioned like, hey, I know these pills because he pretty much made a reference saying that my sister takes them or used to take them, right? And then he had another instance when he mentioned, or it was mentioned, when Jabari had that little memorial, what have you, where they had it in, to memorize or memorialize Jabari. When Braden's family was at the table and Chase and Becca was high. And there was a couple other instances, but I was like, okay, they're keep mentioning this. And something's going to come of it. They're just kind of, how Power does. If you don't pay attention to the writing, they give us little breadcrumbs here and there. And it's up to you to be able to catch it or not. And there was another scene. Braden was walking outside talking to Tariq. I can't remember the actual context of the conversation, but he mentioned about Becca as well. So it was at least 3 to 4 times that I can recall them mentioning that. And now she's over there stressed out. Yeah. So I don't know. And maybe that may be a catalyst for Braden to really get out of control. But I do feel like something terrible is going to happen regarding Braden and or his family. That's going to have him spiraling. Okay. But yeah, this whole Becca thing is not a good look. Praying for you, baby girl. Praying. Some people can't. They don't know how to be broke, child. Some people don't know how to be broke. See, that's why it's easier for you to grow up broke and then come up on some bread, okay? Because you're already been tried, tested, and you true. But when you have that silver spoon up in your life for 20-something years, and that account is diminishing by the hour, you lose your ever-loving mind because you don't know how to be broke. Anywho. Hey, Denise, you just said she offered Diana some when she was opening her first paycheck. Yeah, well, that was Coke, I believe, but the early sprinklings of them mentioning Becca and drugs was about Adderall. That was the first time. So it seems though at first, and it seems like it was prescribed, like she had it was like a psychological issue maybe she had. Maybe she has some mental health issues, don't quote me, but I feel like that's where it stemmed from. But yeah, praying for you, baby girl. So Steven, you said I do think they foreshadowing a potential Becca overdose, but obviously that braided to become darker, not an exact copy of Tommy, of course, but his own version. Yeah, exactly. So, and this is another thing that baffles me, and that just it's so funny to me, right? Because we saw this what goes. The amount of tasks that Tariq accomplishes on a day's basis without a vehicle, it is commendable, sir. Like, this man will sell his vehicles, meet with Monet and Pinky, go ahead, meet with Davis, go to class, okay, sell work. You know, it like the Tariq, I swear, besides Tariq and Beyonce, I don't know anybody else that makes a full use of 24 hours in my entire life. Like, I do not understand. I do not understand, Tariq St. Patrick. I am not mad at you. He's over there in his dorm room trying to figure out a plan to infiltrate a whole drug organization and then go to class right after. Like, who's doing that? And y'all want to end this show? Y'all really want to end this show? So speaking of class, after class, we see Ghost Jr. at work, okay? Not the 3 jobs that he was given by the university and that was assigned to him. No, not that type of work. I'm talking about the career that he chose for himself, okay? Because when it comes to selling that work, Tariq's mind flourishes. Like, and don't get me wrong, I always admire people who sold drugs on a certain level, because you will always think, if you doing this, imagine how great you would be in a legal situation, right? Because I used to always look at my cousins like, y'all have so much potential. Like, selling work is not easy. There's science involved. There's math. There's customer service. There's emotional intelligence. Like, there's so many things involved with selling drugs. Like even if y'all never watched the Supreme Team documentary that me and Moochie did last year, like, they discussed, like, they would have like rotating shifts and they would get paid on specific Fridays. They would have uniforms. Like, we see also with BMF, like, they had structure. They had so many different things that are similar to a real, legal organization. Like, it's low-key admiring. Low-key admiring, but even though they're doing, bad things, but y'all already know. I'm not judging, okay? But we see Tariq's brain cells at work, and we see his plan currently in motion, because he shows Effie the little baggies that he obtained from, I want to call him Rico, child. No, Zion. I don't know where Rico come from, but, and I know Rico was Monet's connect, because I know DeMarcus gonna probably come for me up in this chat, okay? But because he's Mr. Factual of the Power Universe. So he asked Effie, like, yo, like, sis, did you rebrand? Like, with this you? Or do you got competition? All right. And so at first she questioned, she's like, Tariq, are you effing kidding me? Like, are you trying to play me? Like, what's up? And he was like, no, I'm just trying to look out. So she decides to take this man seriously. Like, didn't this man just tell you last class he's not effing with you because you tried to get him murked? And you sat and really thought. And that's my thing. Effie is too smart for me to really think that she completely believed Tariq. But see, the issue is she can't afford not to go to Noma with this, right? Because even if there's a slight chance that Tariq is not BSing her and she fails the opportunity to knock out the competition, that's her ass. And she cannot afford to lose her ass, okay? So she had to go to Noma about this. But a part of me really feel like she knows that Tariq ain't really effing with her like that. You know what I'm saying? But she was kind of in the rock and the hard place, right? And I do believe, as Jay Smith, she wanna believe that Tariq still cares about her, but I feel like she low key still know the game. Like, and I'm gonna just say there probably is a little emotion attached to her common sense, okay? But regardless, she has to take this information to Noma, right? Before she does, we see that Bruchandria find out that Diana is pregnant. And Diana clearly tells Bruchandria that she is the only other person that knows. And Bruchandria swears to secrecy. But we already know. We already know she gonna F that up real bad, okay? It's just a matter of who she's going to tell and when, okay? But I do feel like Bruchandria knowing this information is either going to hurt or help Diana. Something is telling me it's probably going to help her. But with Bruchandria, we never know because we already know most of this stuff doesn't happen because of her. Because she over there putting drugs in Lauren's, drawer. So we can't too much trust Bruchandria, okay? It's like she has a thing where she is able to, like how we saw in episode 1, when she pretty much had, old girl not tell Junior about Tariq's whereabouts, but then she went ahead and told Effie and Kane that Tariq was on campus. It's like she always be canceling herself out. Like she'll help a situation and then she'll hurt it, 5 minutes later. So we gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see, y'all. What's up, Dante Penn? How are you? Thank you for coming through. Please make sure y'all liking this video, subscribe, do all the things to support your girl. Okay. So y'all, Effie. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me just back up a little bit because we over here at Noma's house, right? And let me just say this before I forget. Why are we meeting at Noma's crib? Explain why. Do we not have another warehouse to go to? Like, there's absolutely positively no reason why we are having meetings, making drug deals and plans in the same location that her daughter is coming and going. Like, Noma went from hiding her child across the pond, okay? She was over there in NYU while Noma was over there overseas, okay? You went as far as doing all that to protect your daughter. And you know your daughter is coming in and out of this said home, but you also have all of your employees coming into said home. Like, what happened to separation of personal and professional? Do we not have no offices or no warehouses available in New York State? Jersey is a bridge away. Like, this makes no sense to me. Like, how do we come to this situation? This makes no sense. And this is going to be to Noma's demise. Because you over here, you mixing ish up and it don't need to be mixed up. So when Anya comes out missing or something happened to her, that's on you. Because there's no way that Anya, Kane, and Effie ever need to be in the same space without it being truly, truly a hella huge coincidence and not because you over there lacking. Like, this is silly. This is silly. This is silly. Jeremiah, what's up? You said Noma is not smart. Blaze said that's because Noma thinks she can't be touched, but that could have been further from the truth. Everybody has pressure points. That is definitely facts. Okay. HFG, what's up? He said what's clearly no doorman because everybody just walking in. And I was going to mention that too later on because okay, let me just put a pause on that, right? I'm bring it up in 1 second. So Kane questions Noma on why she put Monet on short-term disability, right? But Noma, she questions Kane's ability to work independently of Monet, right? But Kane, he pretty much assures her he's the valuable asset to the organization, that he deserves a promotion, okay? So just as their professional disagreement have a little awkward moment and begin to turn unprofessional, Effie walks in and she peeps the body language, she's peeping the vibe. But Effie comes in seemingly through an elevator, but it seems like Noma had like no indication that Effie was coming. Like, I don't know. I'm confusion. I am confusion. Like, you over here, an international drugs and arms dealer, but you got guests popping up. You had no clue that your daughter was even coming up. Like, make it make sense, ma'am. Make it make sense. Things that make you go, But I'm gonna keep it rolling, y'all. I'm gonna keep it rolling because I guess if I harp too long on the inconsistencies, this lives become 2 hours, and we not trying to do that. Okay, I'm trying to wrap this up just how Tariq and Hotep should have wrapped it up when messing with Diana. But hey, that's neither here nor there. It is too late for that. Okay. So, like I said, Effie, she peeped the vibe between Kane and Nova, and she's clearly a little bothered on some level, but she has no choice to keep her professional. One, because if she pops off, Noma's going to have her head on the coffee table, okay? And two, Effie, you know, she's just starting to tap into her emotions low-key. So, you know, we got to give her a little grace, okay? But she, you know, discussed her reason for visiting, right? And she, you know, explains about the quote unquote so-called competition that's on campus, right? And so Kane, he recognized the logo and he was like, "Oh no, that's Roman. He's no threat." You know what I'm saying? And Noma, she's like, "You know, why is he sitting on that territory? Like, you know, take him off the board and quietly, okay?" Because Noma said, "No more drama in my life. Don't make me want to murk again." She don't want to murk no more people at this current time, okay? She just murked her number 2 and she does not have the time, okay? Keep everything discreet and quiet, okay? I don't have time. No more drama, okay? And then we see Anya popping up. And she looking at, you know, Kane and Effie like, who the hell are you? Like, what's going on, mama? Like, you got a mentorship program that I don't know about? Because I'll be damned, you got kids that's my age over here that you mentoring, but you always shushing me away somewhere. Like, make it make sense. So, Noma, I'm going to need you to come up with a good lie to figure this out. But I honestly really think you need to tell your child the truth, okay? Speaking of truth, we already know what happened with James and Tariq. So I need you to sit her down and say, "Daughter, respectfully, I am an international guns and arms dealer and your life was in danger last week and I didn't tell you. I'm sorry, but hey, girl, I'm gonna need you to tighten up." Like, you just need to tell her, Noma. Tell her, please, because she's over there clueless as she want to be. And it's but so long she could be over here trying to be the next Alicia Silverstone. Like, I don't know. But the way everybody was looking awkward, I don't know. Like, what? I don't know. What was the vibes, y'all? Because Effie was over there looking at Kane. They over there looking at at Noma. Noma looking, you know, crazy as I don't know what. So I don't know, y'all. This is weird. This is weird. So Noma's over there trying to have lunch or whatever with Anya, but you need to be over there booking the next flight to Dubai. I don't know, the Maldives. Like, she needs to be away somewhere because she is too close for comfort, if you ask me. But Kane, you know, he has a boss and he has instructions, so he does recon. And learns that Zion's next re-up, you know, details is, you know, it's coming up, right? So he, you know, gets that information from a little corner boy. and he ends up blowing up Zion's product that's in the van. And this is always kind of grinds my gears when I watch these shows. Because if we're always about money, that cheddar, that moolah, that guac, that green, why are we always being so wasteful? We over here being taught to recycle our plastics, our paper products. Why we can't be over here recycling the drugs? Roman said that was $300K worth of product. Why are we wasting? And I could see if it was already packaged with the little logo and everything. No, we didn't do all that yet. It's pure bricks. So you decide to get a lighter and a match to quote unquote send a message. No, you send a message by getting a little forklift or whatever you need and taking said bricks to another vehicle or driving off with that van and taking it to your warehouse and go ahead and package that work. We don't waste no work around here. What we doing? I get mad when my nephew not eating all his food off his plate. You think I'm going to be accepting of y'all over here wasting bricks, free bricks that y'all didn't have to pay for or pay back? Kate, I am very disappointed because last season when we was over there trying to sell the blickies upstate, you were still able to get the money for said blickies and still drive off with said blickies after a whole gunfight because you knew, hey, we can maximize our profit. We got the money for the blickies and got the blickies back. So why did that not come into your brain today? In this economy, inflation, come on. And the amount of drip we always wearing, like we needed those funds, sir. I am ashamed of you. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Boobie. You said we just throw money away now. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm sure next week we're going to have a situation where we need to find $500K out of nowhere, but you literally just went ahead and blew up $300K. Dexter says stealing those bricks would have started a war. No, burning the bricks already started the war. As we saw how, Detective Nightmare on Light Skin Street was over there questioning Kamal Tate. And when they got word that the product was torched, they even knew, oh, there's a possible drug war. So regardless of what had happened to the product, there's still going to be a war. They could have stole the product. They could have blew it up. At the end of the day, there's no more product. So the fact that there's no more product for Zion, that's a war. This ain't algebra. 3 + 1 = 4. 2 + 2 = 4. 4 + 0 = 4. 6 - 2 = 4. 8 - 4 = 4. No matter how you mix it, whatever the equation's gonna be, it's gonna be 4. It's gonna be 4. We here now. I'm just saying. If we're gonna have a war, at least come up and make a profit. That is my issue. DeMarcus, come on, you over here trying to antagonize me. I don't hate Kane. Kane is actually one of my favorites. I'm just saying this was a decision that I did not agree on. Y'all know I'm Team Effie, and she always making decisions I'll agree with. So don't do that. Don't do that, DeMarcus. Don't troll me. Don't troll me. Don't do that. Because I don't have 10 minutes to spare. Okay. On a whole nother rant. But speaking of Kamal Tate, sir, I think your days are numbered. I'm sorry. Rashad, I'm going to need you to start making some funeral arrangements because I don't have a good feeling about your brother being mixed in with Mr. Nightmare on Light Skin Street. I'm sorry. It's just, I just feel like he's going to be an issue and he's going to be knocked off the board. I'm sorry. So I'm sure we're going to see Tate in the next couple of episodes. Oh, this is going to be interesting because I feel like there's some bodies, of course, that's going to drop. And Kamal, I don't dislike Kamal, but he need to mind his business at this point. I know you're a detective, but sir, I'm gonna need you to mind your business. Jenny, she went over there to mess with the mob. I need you to find somebody else. Like, have y'all not understood? Tariq St. Patrick is over here doing Mayweather numbers. This family, this bloodline is 50-0. Tariq always finds a way to escape, y'all. But y'all steady over there stressing yourselves out, popping hella Tylenols and whatever else God knows to capture this young 19-year-old boy. Like, just leave him alone. Let him sell his drugs and murk his people. Leave him be, because it never works out for y'all. Never, ever, ever, ever. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if Tariq is going to get humbled this season or not. We don't know. But based on our history, Tariq ruins lives and careers. So I'm gonna need you all just to back up. So Tate, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get your best Easter soup and your best politically emotional speech together to eulogize your brother, because it's gonna happen, Captain. I'm sorry, okay? But unfortunately, you know, they're not really appreciating what Kamal brings to the table because he doesn't have the direct answers to the questions that they have, but he does still have some insight into Tariq, but at this point, it's not proving to be useful, right? But the detectives, when they find out about the torched work, whatever, they track down Roman through the tags of the vehicle. I don't know, why do y'all do that? Like, I don't understand. If y'all gonna use vehicles to transport work, why is that even traceable to you and your address? Like, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely positively no sense whatsoever. But we gonna rock with it. And, you know, Detective Light Eyes / Nightmare Light Skin Street, he, you know, tracks down Roman, and it becomes a whole little foot / car chase. Kamal helps out a little bit, and they capture him. Now, I don't know if Roman's going to seek revenge and start squealing and make reservations to the Cheesecake Factory and start, you know, telling on people. But I feel like it's a high probability. So Zion, you need to watch out because your number 2 is locked up. Okay. Meanwhile, Baby Ghost and Tommy, they meet in a library because, you know, that's one of Tariq's many jobs, right? And Tariq's get a text from Davis like, oh, there's an opening spot in Zion's organization. Okay, he done opened up and put a little profile on Indeed.com. And he was like, all right, Tariq, this is our time. We need to go ahead and apply, resubmit our application, but we need 300 G's, right? But we only got 250 of them things. So Tariq has to figure out how to come up with the other 50K. But all Brayden is worried about how Becca is sad about her sorority sisters and disowning her. And I'm like, girl, just learn how to be broke, okay? You'll figure it out. We see happy broke white people over there in the trailer parks. We see black, you know, people that's poor over there in the projects. Like, people be broke and happy, Becca. Just lean into that, baby girl. Lean into that. It's okay. It's a good time. I had the best child of my life, and I did not know I was broke. I didn't know. I was over there eating rice and butter, sugar water. Just everything had rice in it. Everything. Because we was broke. Now, I still eat rice, don't get me wrong. But it's more of a choice now, okay? So just lean into that, baby girl. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to be over there strung out, child, until you meet your demise. But girl, just hold on. Hold on, okay? But Reek tells Brayden, like, hey, I'm gonna figure out how to obtain this 50K, but you need to figure out how we're gonna move this product. Okay. So Tariq he was over there trying to delegate some tasks, right? So Reek, he meets Davis in the car, and Davis over there looking at these divorce papers. I was just like, finally, because I was trying to figure out, like I said, the amount of legs he was separating. I said, I'm gonna need you to make sure you over there separated from your wife, Davis, because you're doing a little too much, sir. You're doing a little too much. And I don't know if the wife knew he was a cheater. Something tells me she knew he was over there doing what he does. And she was like, what we're not going to do is you cheat on me and we broke. I was trying to let you cheat in peace. You know, I was over there in the deluxe apartment in the sky. But what we're not going to do is be over here having the infidelities and be broke. So, ma'am, I'm not mad at you, okay? So, Davis offers to front Reek the 50K after Reek told him we short 50K. And Tariq was like, I never thought I heard you say that, sir. But Davis is like, hey, between my wife and Jenny Sullivan, they taking on my bread. So this is pretty much my only option at this point. So Davis was like, okay, I know why I'm doing this. But Tariq, why are you doing this, sir? And Tariq said, I cannot live that life without me making the decision myself. Them MFers made the decision for me. And he said, Drew, Noma, Kane, these MFers have to get it, and I will not rest until it happens. I said, my golly geez, like, oh, I had to pray after that because I felt that in his soul. I felt that in his spirit. Like, I was like, dang, Tariq, you're not playing. And I get it. They try to mess with your life, your mama life. Poor baby ass still over there with Big Mama. She over there still drinking that box of wine. Like, I get it, Tariq St. Patrick. I mean, let's be clear. You started a lot of this mess, sir. I mean, you made your decisions, but we here now, okay? We here. But I ask 2 questions. Will Tariq, like I said, will he get humbled during this quest for revenge, right? Because we see him take, falls. We see him take wins. So he takes wins and losses. I'm just interested on how this is going to play out, right? And then 2, this choice of omitting Effie and Diana from this sentence, I don't know, it was interesting to me because he said Drew, Noma, and Kane, ... These MFers have to get it, right? So he knows Diana, clearly a part of his being set up, right? And he knows Effie. So I don't know, he left them out. I don't want to say either for sympathy because, they wasn't a love square, what have you, triangle, square, octagon, whatever you want to call it. So like I said, I don't really feel like I don't know if it's being sympathetic, leaving them out, or if Drew, Kane, and Noma is just the top 3 that's top on his list. And he doesn't feel the necessity of having Diana and Effie on that list as well. Like, I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Am I thinking too deep into this? Or do y'all truly think is the reason he left those 2 off his list? Because episode 1, the first few minutes of the episode, when we saw when Tariq and Brayden, got out the vehicle, he said, Effie, her snake ass, Drew, like he mentioned all of them and was very clear that they all were a part of him being set up. But in this particular episode, he leaves some people off the list. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Just a little mental note I'm making for myself. Okay, so let's wrap this up, y'all, because oh my God. All right, so in the car also, I want to mention that Davis and Tariq also discussed Detective Carter. And long story short, Reek said, I don't give 2 goddamns about Carter right now, okay? I'm over here trying to sell this work, and I'm really prioritizing the fact that I want to make sure that Noma don't find out what we over here doing. Okay, so at this point, he's more afraid of Noma than Detective Lightmare Light Skin Street, right? Which is a problem, honestly, because Noma is less scarier or presents herself as less of a threat, or I won't say presents herself, but she's being presented as being less of a threat than Detective Light Eyes, because we don't really know about this man like that. Like, he's new to us, so we don't know his full potential. And I feel like he's about to be really reckless. And Davis done told Tariq already, like, he ain't like no other cop that you done dealt with before. And I felt that in my spirit, right? So Tariq, don't get caught lacking, sir, because this man is out to get you, and not just you. He's out to get Ghost, because he still obviously got an issue with Ghost. Okay, and Tariq, he also teaches. Lord, y'all, he suggests Davis can help with this situation and make some money, right? So Davis go over there to Noma, and he was like, you know what? I have prepared some documents that shows that Obi and his brother traveled to Dubai, in case the authorities question, their whereabouts, because he already know. Obi is finitoed, okay? And he was like, you know what? This can close some loops for you, and I do this for people like you. He offers additional support. But Noma, she decides to take a rain check, right? But I definitely feel like they're going to revisit this conversation. But I like this play, but I feel like the more and more Davis gets in this, it's going to get stickier, and I'm a little nervous for him. Because I still remember that line when Obi and Nova went to Davis's house, first episode, and she pretty much told him, I hope this isn't a decision that you'll regret. And he says he doesn't do regrets, right? So I don't know. There's still something that I'm very cognizant of in terms of possible foreshadowing going on. Okay, so we in the dorm room with Effie, right? So Kane is questioning Effie about where she found the drugs, because his guy don't know nothing about romance selling on campus, right? So Kane thinks Tariq and Effie are in cahoots, right? But Effie was like, nah, it ain't even like that. But the fact that she clearly is not telling him the whole story, that makes things look hella suspect. And I'm proud of Kane actually putting two together. And like I said, Kane is not dumb, but I feel like some screws be loosed up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just 3 or 4 French fries be missed from the Happy Meal. You know what I'm saying? It's just them Tejada kids, they lack issues. And that's because I feel like Kane was over there at that table when he was 8 getting that work together for Monet. I feel like he probably did a couple bumps and Monet ain't peak game, okay? But I enjoy me some Kane. And DeMarcus, I know you're probably starting to type right now. I am giving Kane his props. So stand down, sir, please, okay? So Kane is expressing his sense of urgency to think of the long game, right? Because he tells Effie, I'm not over here. I don't have no other option. I don't have no robotics program to be applying for. So I got to think of the long game. But Effie, she did question him in his decisions to F with Noma. But of course, he's denying it, okay? But he might as well, because, oh, Lord, we're going to get to that in a second. But before we do, at the bookstore, we see this group. They over there singing about old school love, while Braden over there trying to find some new school love. And we find out his new love the cocoa. And then she offers Braden some cocoa after he's over there talking about he feeling like an F up. So you're already feeling like an F up, so you might as well F up some more, right? Like, Oh my God. When I saw, and like I said, none of this is surprising to me. I definitely feel like this is the season that Braden is going to lean as full into his Tommy as he possibly can. But I ain't gonna lie, I was a little heartbroken when I saw him bump. Like I said, he's no stranger to drugs. You know what I'm saying? He was been taking pills, whatever. But this is another level. This is another level, and I'm a little nervous. So Tariq, stay on your P's and Q's, please, sir. Pay attention to Braden and his behaviors. Because one thing I hate, especially with TV shows, they'll have somebody like Braden over there full on cokehead, and somebody that's close to them not peeping what's going on. They're not looking at no mannerisms, no behaviors like that. Sometimes shows do that, but I hate when a show don't. Because if you over there tweaking with the Bobby Brown mouth and I'm not peeping you, something wrong. Especially if I'm close and I'm with you every damn day. They live together. So when you see over there Braden sweating at night, or him over there acting erratic, Tariq, I need you to question that, sir. I need you to pay attention. Do not have them blinders on because he's Braden. He's your bestie. No, I need you to be over there paying attention, sir, because this will be very pivotal to what's going to happen to you for the rest of this season. Okay, peak game, Tariq. I'm not playing with you. But Braden, he tells Tariq he has a little idea how to move the product. So they pretty much, it looked like they're going to be some janky promoters or, trying to be a truth tour bus. I don't know what they're trying to do over here with this group. But we're going to just see them try to operate another organization. But Tariq was like, we need a portal to kind of fluster through, in terms of getting these funds. So we're going to see them flush out this little plan. But Tariq, look at your mans, okay? That was a bar, y'all. That was a bar. I'm going to need y'all to make sure y'all like this video, okay? I mean, I'm available for a little hot 16, but you need to DM me or, email me for all that, okay? So, like I said, Kane was over there thinking about the long game. So he goes over to Noma to over there talk about the long game while he give her some long D, okay? So they insinuate that, they about to have the relations, right? And I don't know how I feel about that, y'all. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, you over here messing with a person that's not too far along from your daughter. Like, it's giving Drea Michelle. Like, it's giving... You might as well, writers, y'all might as well go ahead and have Noma be pregnant too. I mean, shit, let's just go all out. Let's just go all out and have Noma be pregnant. Cause this, I don't like this at all. Like this is, I mean, I know a lot of dudes don't discriminate, but you over here with the likes of Effie, a nice, supple 20-year-old. Now you over here with a good 40, 45-year-old. I just... Noma, just there's so many options out there, girl. So many websites available. You can get some battery operated D that will not cause you any stress. But I guess you don't want that. You want the real thing. And we're going to see how this operates. But I already saw this little weird love triangle from afar. And I don't know what is about to happen, but we're going to see. So let's get into this last scene, y'all, before we get out of here. Wow. Monet, all I'm gonna say, girl, don't cook no more. Just be a big back girly. Be a big back girly. Just go ahead and just make sure Uber Eats and DoorDash is on your phone. Just get all the apps that save you all the money and the points, because you don't need to cook no more, man. Like, when food is placed on your table, things go wrong. So go ahead and just lean into your inner big back girly. Go ahead to the likes of White Castle and Crown's Chicken and do all the things, girl. Just don't cook no more, because when you cook, there bad things happen. So Tariq was over here enjoying this little concert, but he had to leave because Pinky had him on the line. And shout out to Pinky. Like, Pinky was a pivotal piece of this episode, but don't get it twisted. Like, Pinky has been an integral part of this series. And I am curious if they're going to keep Pinky in the background or if it's going to become a situation where Pinky's character gets more time and gets more important as we progress in the rest of the season. Like, we have 7 more episodes, but I would not be surprised if the key to Tariq being alive or dead lies in the hands of Pinky. But I like the character, though. But shout out to Pinky because she called Tariq with the image from Kate Egan's Ring camera because they discussed earlier that Kate is gone. And I think Tariq already knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tariq ain't dumb. I feel like he done slid past through Kate's house a few times already before Pinky did. But Kate is over there in Chicago because we already saw when Tariq visited her, she already had the boxes. She was already packing, okay? And this is about a month or so later, so she is gone. But I think Tariq low-key already knew that before he met with before he met with Monet and Pinky, right? So we don't see what Pinky sends Tariq, but Tariq was like, you show this to Monet yet? Like, it's one of those things where you got some good juicy gossip and tea. You was like, did you show old girl? Yeah, you can't wait. So we see Monet phone buzzing and vibrating, and my knee was on my couch buzzing and vibrating because I'm like, oh my God, I need a cigarette, and I don't even smoke, child. Lord knows I got asthma. I was over here stressed out and excited at the same time, y'all. I was geek, y'all, because I'm like, it's about to happen, because I didn't know how long they was gonna wait for us to see this big reveal, right? So Monet over there at the table talking about she launching a new business. I could have sworn she was about to say, I got me a new Instagram boutique or a boot selection. Like, I thought it was going to be something. Why did I think so much better of Monet, knowing damn well she had them kids over there, elementary school, packaging that work? Like, why was I that naive at that moment? Like, I could have sworn her tell them kids she was going to be over here selling clothes on Instagram. Like, jokes on me, right? Jokes on me, because she told these kids, like, no, what kind of business you think I'm gonna do? Y'all done seen me work in this business for how long? Oh, Jesus Christ. So once the kids realized they mama ain't gonna never change, the boys was like, nah, we good. We gonna be over here at Team Noma. But Diana, surprisingly, okay, was the one was like, mama, I'm down. But once we turn a profit, I'm out. So Monet reviewed a text from Tariq, and she looking at it, and she was like, Diana, what the F did you do? And so, of course, she handed the phone to Kane. Kane looking at it like, what the F is this? And I was like, show me the phone too. I want to see. Even though I know what went down, but I was like, show me, send it to me, okay? I want to see too. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't over here at this dinner table too, y'all. I was too hyped, right? And so Monet was like, that's your sister giving Tommy's mom Tasha's effing address. And of course, this whole time, Drew and Diana looking at each other like, oh, sure, we done got found out. See, Diana, you was over there exposing people last season. Yeah, karma to spit round back on that ass, okay? It spit round back on your ass, because now who's being exposed, ma'am? Even though I got a little pity for these kids based on the events that we saw early in the episode, right? But hey, it is what it is, okay? We got to keep it 10 toes down. But Diana was like, wait, Ma, please let me explain. Girl, this is not the Lucy Desi Arnaz show, okay? This is not, no, ain't no explaining, no, Lucy, there's no explaining around here, girl. You are caught up, okay? I Love Lucy has been canceled, and you about to be canceled, Diana. Ma'am, no. There is no amount of words that you can tell Monet Tejada that's going to explain this video. And Monet, she got up like the amount of times that Monet ready be really just walk. Oh, Diana, walk. Monet be ready to Kendrick Lamar Diana so bad. So bad. Walk. Oh, Lord. Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably Diana. Oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot. Thank you, Blaze, so much for the super chat. You said the Tejadas have never had a civilized dinner, and that is facts, and that's why Monet needs to just be a big back and never, ever cook in her life, okay? Ever. So Monet had the nerve to say, I should have never had y'all little stupid mother effers. And the Mother of the Year award goes to somebody. Please hand me an award statue with some thigh-high boots and a lace front. Please, because Miss Monet Tejada needs to be handed that award ASAP to the pronto. But yes, DeMarcus, who said it? I just saw somebody mention Dexter. You said I give Drew credit for sticking by his sister. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. You might as well lean into it. Don't be fake. Because I could have seen Drew just stayed at that table like, oh my God, Diana, I cannot believe what you just did. Like Drew, but he don't have the fakeness in him right now. He over Monet as well. But yeah, he escorts Diana out, and of course Monet put 2 and 2 together and was like, damn, Drew, you knew about this too. F both of y'all. So they leave. Kane still stuck with the phone, looking at his phone at the table, and he trying to process everything. And I'm like, oh my God, these poor brain cells is working overtime because Kane is trying to figure out what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? He over there stuck. Because if we look at it, Monet has been getting pieces, right, of, or, trying to investigate what happened. Of course, Drew and Diana know everything. And Kane is truly in the dark about everything. I mean, he knows that, they was trying to pin Tariq on this situation, but he was really trying to process it. And y'all just thinking about it, maybe he was like, damn, it wasn't Tariq. Maybe he hurt because he wanted to murk Reek so bad, right? And not knowing his bloodline was over there doing a damn thing the whole time, right? So he goes over there and gets the blinky and heads out. And of course, poor little auntie over there just trying to hold the family together. Auntie, please get your vehicle or get the nearest Uber out of this house because it doesn't look good for anybody in this family, girl. Just stay away. Call Monet once in a blue moon from a block number, but you need to be away from this family because it's not beneficial to anyone, okay? But Kane over there, he gets the blinky. He runs out. It's all raining and whatever. Drew and Diana, they peeling off as fast as they can to escape death. But Kane, he doesn't take the shot because he's upset. He's hurt. He want to protect his mom, but he still loves his siblings. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see him very much torn, right? I don't know. It's a lot, y'all. This is a lot. And all Monet could do was go over there and lean against that table and scream her lungs off, okay? Scream her life away. And y'all, that was the episode. Like, it was very good. I'm really enjoying this season. But the way things are being set up with these characters, there's so many different options, the way things can go. Like, it's given chess. Like, the theme with Tariq and Kanan, I used to love those scenes where they played chess with each other because Tariq was still able to learn a lot. But yeah, literally everything is going to be a chess move with every character in this show. And I'm so interested in seeing how the writers how they gonna play this out, y'all. Like this, I'm gonna give this episode like about a 9. Like I really enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this season. How do y'all feel about it? What do y'all get? What do y'all give this episode before we get out of here? And it's 62 of y'all. Can y'all please do your girl a favor? Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things for your girl. But yeah, this was good. This was good. I'm happy they're not p-footing around and having us wait to episode 8 or 9 for Monet to learn that her kids just want to break free. And you know what? If we didn't get that scene with them over there working as kids, I would have had more smoke for Diana low key, but I don't know, like the thug in me is breaking down, right? Because I'm like, I still feel bad for these kids, low key. Like, Monet, you really had these kids over here, no protection, raw dogging the work in the baggies. Like, that's not even nasty work. That's terrible work. That is terrible work. Like, oh Jesus. Yeah, child, I don't know. Booby, you said, I want to know why she asked them to work with her when she ain't got no connect, no prospects, no nothing. It's called audacity. It's called dreams and hopes, child. It's called I'm your mama. I ain't the brightest, but y'all need to rock with me. Like, that is facts, Booby. Like, she had literally nothing to hand. Like, she don't respect them kids, because if you truly respected those kids like true individuals that are viable assets to just life in general, you will not come at them with no idea and nothing to back it up. Because you cannot find 3 people on any corner be like, hey, y'all want to work with me? I ain't got no connect, nothing, no work, no nothing, but y'all want to ride? They gonna look at her like she crazy. And I'm glad Drew and Kate was like, nah, Ma, we good, we straight. We gonna bet on Noma for now. Monet, I swear, can she please go? Please, just exit stage left, please, ma'am, because I am tired. I am tired, ma'am. Brillo says she knows some people. I know people too. I know my baloney has a first name, but I'm for damn sure not gonna ask my 3 grown kids to work with me, knowing damn well my organization is not set up. I know the Orkin Man. I know Ghostbusters. I can call them. Mr. Rogers. I know a lot of things. I know a lot of people. But that doesn't mean nothing when it comes to this work. Hey, Shay, what's up? You said pretty girl Diana is awful, though. She's an awful daughter. That is fact. She's an awful person. She's a snake. You know, there's a lot of snakeness going on. And don't get me wrong, I feel that she is guilty of a lot of things, right? But just the maternal spirit in me, I always think about the origins of someone's story. And when I now know what she has been dealing with in terms of a mother, I would say there's 12% of me that feels bad for Diana. The other 88, I don't know. I have left sympathy, right? But if you had a mother like Monet Tejada, what you doing? What you doing? That exactly. Yeah, she mentioned that too. You know, Monet did not raise soldiers. She raised soldiers, not children. So yes, Dexter. And she's clear on that. And I guess she's trying to redeem herself by showing that she so-called respect them kids, but that went out the window because 5 seconds later, she pretty much told them, I don't even know how I had y'all. She's all 3 of y'all. I don't know if Kane was included at the time because he was really directing it at Diana and Drew. But if I was Kane, I'm like, Kane, I would ask her, like, Mama, when you looked at Diana and said, I don't know why y'all had y'all stupid little motherfuckers. Was you including me too? Like, was I a part of that? Because I was over there at them tables, Mama. I was over there doing what I was supposed to do. Okay, you ain't had no issues with me. I was making sure everything was correct. Okay, I took a little bump here and there, but I was on point. I was on point, okay. But low key, the only child really she nurtured on some level in her heart, I feel, is Zeke. Because that's the child she effed up the most, but not really, because he still ended up 6 feet under. So how you F up 4 kids' lives? Like, girl, yeah, she's the worst. She's the worst. Can't nobody top Monet. I'm sorry, y'all. There's no other mother in the power history, possibly on TV history, that can top Monet Tejada. Argue with your mama. Because I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Okay. But yeah, y'all, let me get out of here. It's been 2 hours. I'm sorry. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Okay. Of course, we'll be back next week. Same place, same time. Yeah. I love y'all. And I will see y'all shortly. Have a great week. And be blessed, okay? Toodles.